Hi everyone, I hope that you are doing well and that you are ready for our next lesson. In today's lesson, we are going to be dealing with two aspects of the English language. We are going to start off with words such as some, any, much, many, a lot of, little, a few. I'm going to explain how they are used and everything, but you have to bear in mind to use them correctly. And our second topic for today is going to be the use of articles. So as an introduction, you have three short paragraphs in front of you, which I will now read aloud. Greenton is an eco-town, so there aren't any cars in the town center. There isn't much pollution because everyone cycles or walks. In fact, there aren't many cleaner towns in the world, and there's some beautiful scenery to explore just out of the town too. You'll always be busy in Greenton. There are a lot of cafes and nightclubs, and some great shops. If you don't want to spend any money, why not spend a little time relaxing by the river instead? If you have any questions about Greenton, why not spend a few minutes exploring our website? Or better still, come and visit. So now, as you can see, there are certain words which I have underlined, and there are certain words which are blue. With blue words, we are going to be dealing later. The underlined words are called quantifiers. Now, why is that so? They are called quantifiers because with quantifiers you express quantities. In other words, quantifiers tell us how many or how much of something there is. Now, now we go back to our three paragraphs. Blue words are nouns, and they are important to us because we choose which quantifier to use according to each noun. There is a reason why there is many in the first paragraph next to the noun cities and not much, for example. You see, there are two kinds of nouns, countable and uncountable ones. A noun that is countable can be used in the plural and with the indefinite article a or an. On the other hand, uncountable nouns cannot be counted, so they have no plural form, and you cannot use the indefinite article a or an with uncountable nouns. As you can see, there are also some limitations when it comes to the use of quantifiers. For example, quantifiers many and a few can be used only in front of countable nouns, whereas the quantifier much can only be used in front of uncountable nouns. Here we have a short text in which you have to decide which quantifier to use. So think about whether the nouns following quantifiers are countable or uncountable. So for this task you have a minute or so, and then we will go through it together. Okay, I think that was enough time. So let's start. A few new one-bedroom flats are now available near the center of Greentown. Why a few? Because you see, the noun flats is used in the plural form. In the plural form, you can recognize by the ending s. These flats all offer a lot of space because space is an uncountable noun. And there are a lot of good reasons to live in this area. There are a few shops in the same street and a lot of shops in the nearby shopping center. There are a lot of offices in the area, but there aren't many restaurants or nightclubs, so there isn't much noise at night. Now we turn to articles, which is our second topic of this video. As you already know, there are three types of articles in the English language, and they are the definite article the indefinite article a or an, and the zero article. In this table, you can see the rules which will help you choose the right articles. So the indefinite article a, like the indefinite article n, is used in front of singular countable nouns. So what is the difference between a or n? We use the indefinite article a in front of nouns which start with a consonant sound, such as B, C, D, F, J, K, etc. Whereas we use the indefinite article n in front of the vowels, so A, E, I, O, and U. Some examples: a cat, a bird, a child, an egg, an ant. We use the definite article in front of all nouns which are specific. So if you know that there is only one of a kind, when there is something which is unique, which is one and only, such as the earth or the world we live in, or the sky, or a building in front of you, so something specific, then you use the article the. You have to bear in mind that before a noun which starts with a vowel sound, you pronounce the as d. So for example, the earth, or the air. But if the definite article stands in front of a noun which starts with a consonant, then you simply say the. And finally, the zero article is used for making generalizations, such as what's the weather like? You see there is a the because you know the subject you are talking about. You know what weather you mean. But in general, I don't like hot weather. So here is a short task, and you have to choose whether to use the zero article or the definite article. So let's check whether you did well. The first sentence: I love old cottages in general. Villages are usually quieter than towns. How can you know that these are generalizations, where there is nothing after the nouns which would describe these nouns? For example, here you have the weather here was terrible last weekend. How can you know that this is not a generalization? You have here, so not the weather in Jamaica, the weather here was terrible last weekend. Pedestrians can use the footpath, but cyclists can't. The fields around this village are full of sheep, but in general, I like green fields because they calm me down. Do you think billboards make cities more attractive? And with that, we have come to the end of today's lesson. Thank you for your time and stay healthy.